So, hello, my name is James Ross, and I'm a reporter for Casino Beats and Slot Beats. And today, I have with me Jeff Berman, Chief Commercial Officer at GAN. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing today?
I'm well, James. Thanks for having me.
Perfect. So, during this interview, we're going to be talking about all things GAN. From its changing its listings at the start of this year, its partnerships, regulations, and implications of COVID-19 on the sector, and just a little sneak peek of what 2021 has for the company. So, just before we get started, Jeff, can you just tell the audience a bit more about GAN?
Yeah, sure. We're the leading provider of enterprise platform and services focusing on the online casino industry. We've been at it for a very long, hard 18 years. And so whether it's social gaming or real money gaming, we focus on providing the very best online platform.
A lot's happened for your company over the course of 2020. At the start of the year, you changed your listing from London to Nasdaq. What prompted you to do this?
Yeah, there were a couple of reasons, James. First, as I said before, we've been squarely focused on the U.S. market for a number of years, and the majority of our leadership team is actually based here in the United States. But I think more importantly, we felt we were being undervalued by the EU investor community. And so the thesis was that by moving to NASDAQ and working with the US facing investor community, it would unlock considerable shareholder value. And we guessed right, just judging by the success of our IPO. And then lastly, as part of the transaction, it allowed us to raise more than $60 million in terms of a war chest that has allowed us to invest in our people, invest in our product, and also to explore interesting commercial opportunities.
Mm-hmm. And you've just mentioned it then about the opportunities to invest. Can you just expand more about what you can invest in now you've gone to NASDAQ?
Yeah, so again, it's about expanding our product offering so that our clients and then their end user clients have the best experience. So whether that is technology, whether that's content, again, just focusing on opportunities that would be accretive to our overall business, but again, and more importantly, just allow us to be positioned as the best end-to-end stack provider for our clients. And then again, as I said, down to their end user clients. And I'm sure, James, you saw that we announced our acquisition of CoolBet as an example of this. We spent a very considerable time assessing more than 15 to 20 potential sports platforms to integrate into our core platform offering, and really fell in love with the CoolBet people. There's a good cultural fit, but equally important, their solution and their platform we found to be second to none. And so folding that into our product offering, which we can offer as an option to our clients as a B2B sports platform was again something very important to us. And as Dermot, our CEO, said on our earnings call, and I want to reiterate, we've already integrated several other sports solutions, and that includes Kambi and IGT and Emelco. They're very good partners of ours, and we will continue even with the CoolBet product to make availability of all three or any other sports platform that a current or future client wishes to use as their choice. But we felt that folding in CoolBet and having that optionality would be a benefit to again our client list.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the rate of the new regulations for the states on the sports betting side has kind of overshadowed the opportunities that exist for online casino?
For online casino, well, look, I mean, just look at how regulation is playing out. There's obviously a higher level of comfort and a higher level of interest for sports versus casino right now. We strongly believe it's a when, not if question, that even the states that are focusing on sports right now will inevitably add casino, probably once their community becomes comfortable with the operation in its totality. But we're heartened by Michigan's decision We're really looking forward to bringing our 3 clients live when Michigan goes live, hopefully by the end of this year or shortly in 2021. But look, James, you know, and as does everybody else, that right now there seems to be a higher level of comfort and an appetite to start with sports.
Mm-hmm. And we're just going to stick on to the online casino side just for now, and then we'll go back to sports. Why do you think the progress has been slower on the iGaming side? What states do you think are more likely to join the regulated scene in the next year or so?
Yeah, there's been fairly consistent chatter swirling around for some states such as Indiana, Illinois, Mississippi, Kansas, even. So I think that there are a couple of states that are teed up to legislate and hopefully go live within 2021. But as I said before, James, I mean, there just seems to be a higher level of comfort starting with sports. And again, you've been part of this process for the last 10 years, as have we. It started, well, it's just a shared comfort from all stakeholders, whether it's political or just the individual constituency or the leagues themselves. And there's just, again, been a higher level of comfort embracing of sports first.
Mm-hmm. And we'll go back to sports bet now, Jeff. Do you think the successful spread of this vertical has kind of lowered the barriers for more states to regulate the online casino side?
We certainly hope so. And I do think so. I mean, couple that with the reality of COVID over the last 9-10 months. And, you know, look, in spring and early summer, there was a considerable increase in the velocity of those conversations to bring casino forward. And those kind of tempered down a little bit, but we're seeing those conversations accelerate again as we go into a potential second lockdown. So yeah, I think that we look at it as a when, not if that's 2021, 2022, 2027. We do believe it's inevitable that all states that are now considering sports only will inevitably fold in casino as well. And
Mm-hmm.
look, I mean, everybody has visibility into the success that New Jersey has had, and I think we'll see the same type of success in Michigan, and that should also hopefully accelerate the velocity on this.
Mm-hmm. And do you think the pandemic and the associated impacts on land-based operations, they've kind of opened the eyes of regulators to the importance of online casino?
Well, I think so. There's the tax revenue, and when you're one of your largest sources of tax revenue, land-based casinos get shut down. Everybody suffers. Literally, everybody suffers. And so, online casino is an opportunity for everybody to recapture some of the value. And equally important for the casino operators, and I don't want to understate this, like the ability to have another touch point with their customers when they physically can't come to their casino, that's in value itself. So there are the revenue imperatives, there are the ongoing cons with customers who can't come and visit a casino on the floor. All of those reasonings kind of lend to how and why. Again, we're hopeful that there's a larger adoption.
Mm-hmm. And will the inevitable focus on health and the economic recovery kind of reduce the likelihood of new state regulations, at least in the short term anyway? Or will states be more, receptive to fast tracking new avenues for like much needed revenue?
We think it's the latter. The genie's out of the bottle, and there's no putting it back. So, COVID or not, again, once the general broad constituency comfort level increases, we think again, we're hopeful that it will accelerate.
Okay. And can you just tell us a bit more about your recent partnership with AlphaIR Group? How is that developing, and what can we expect from the partnership?
Yeah, they're fantastic. They're our IR group, obviously, and investor communications is a core part of our day-to-day operations. And coming out of the IPO here in the US, we just felt it was the right time to level up the group that we were working with, instill some additional management discipline around the whole business, part of the business for us. And so Alpha, they're terrific, and we've worked really well with them so far.
Mm-hmm. And what's the appetite been for GAN's new like simulated sports betting offer? Has there been a desired effect for like accelerating sales of simulated gaming to additional US online operators?
Right. So the uptake on Jack, Jack Entertainment, which is our first instance of our simulated sports, the underlying KPIs are fantastic. So at least with a data point of 1, the uptake has been really, really strong. And I can tell you that in all of our commercial dialogues that we're having with both tribal casinos, corporate casinos, media entities who are thinking about when and if their state regulates down the line, this is becoming more and more an important part of their ask. So look, it's a great training tool for the inevitable sports betting within potential states. And these groups recognize the need to not only help accelerate the educational curve in terms of what it means to be sports betting, et cetera, at the end user level, but it's also a fantastic early retention tool, which is one of the central premises of our social gaming business that we've been doing now for over 11 years, and we have 18 great clients. It is in advance of real money gaming, whether it's sports or casino, put something forward that allows you to engage with your customers, helps educate them, provides you with ongoing touch points, and generate revenue. So as an additional piece of content, simulated sports, in addition to our other simulated content that we have, primarily slots and table games, yes, it's been something that has resulted in some immediate success for Jack, our partner, and all other clients that we're talking to. We're going to be rolling out with them as well. And as I said before, potential clients have been asking for it too.
Mm-hmm. And you spent 6 years optimizing a platform before sports gambling launched 2 years ago. How did this early market advantage benefit you?
Pretty well. We've actually, our first real money gaming platform that we launched was with Betfair, now part of FanDuel, and New Jersey back in 2013. And prior to that, we, as I mentioned before, had been operating our social gaming platform, which really is built on the same platform as our real money gaming platform. So we've had a good solid 10 years of really optimizing down what works and what doesn't on a platform. And so that's helped us, again, have the most efficient payment processing system, KYC system that not only results in a much more efficient funnel from when any of our clients spend customer acquisition marketing dollars and they get somebody at the top of the funnel all the way through the funnel. So it results in higher registration rates, higher deposits, and higher level of retention rates as well. So really being singularly focused on the ongoing optimization of our platform, we think has resulted in the best of breed in the industry.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of touched on it just a little bit then. In the US, your competition is quite big. What would you say gives you the competitive edge in the industry?
Yeah, well, I think I just touched on it. I mean, we are singularly focused on this part of the business, right? So we're not distracted by casino systems. We're not distracted by retail slots. And that focus has allowed us to spend 100% of our time, again, creating the best platform, creating the best product, bringing on board the best third-party solutions, again, whether they're marketing tools, whether they're technology tools, whether they're individual pieces of content, all of which creates just a better platform, higher monetization for our clients. It's all we do. Like it's literally our singular focus. And I think that as you talk to clients in the marketplace, the ability for us to provide a level of a product efficiency, but also just level of care whether it's through our customer services, our marketing services, or just our ongoing account management. We're singularly focused on it.
Mm-hmm. And the final question for me, Jeff. 2020 is, of course, it's nearly over now. What can we anticipate from GAN in 2021 and beyond?
Well, hopefully the rollout of our sportsbook as a B2B solution here in the United States. But on top of that, content is going to be a very big part of our strategy, and bringing in more of the best third-party content, just continuing to optimize on our product, and again, just deliver the best that we can for our existing clients and future clients.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like, the next 12 months is going to be an exciting time for GAN. We definitely look forward to witnessing it, what occurs. Thank you for taking your time out of your schedule to conduct this interview with us. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Oh, it's a pleasure. Just for a bit of further information on GAN, you are going to be attending SBC's Betting on Sports America Digital, correct?
Absolutely.
Perfect. And I did say one final question, but just one more. What can we expect from your participation in the conference?
In the conference?
Yes.
I'll be an attendee of all panel sessions and listening in, and available as needed if anybody wants to talk further.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to seeing you then.